Hi, I'm Nina. I make videos about thrifting, making outfits, and other fun fashion things. If you want to see my day-to-day outfits, go check out my Instagram. I try to put on my stories almost every day. Right now I'm at the thrift store doing a little thrift with me. I'm so excited to see what they have. Gonna try and find pieces inspired by my fall Pinterest board. I'm specifically looking for like tops, sweaters, jackets, maybe some black boots, but lots of like 90s minimal kind of vibes, old J. Crew. Also, I've recently been inspired by like some of the kind of like more countryside, kind of old J. Crew, or like more contemporary kind of Doan situation. So finding pieces that kind of fill gaps in my wardrobe, but are really cool and unique and easy to style. So let's go see what the thrift has. Oh, also like interesting accessories. So like statement earrings or like a nice scarf, but let's go see what they've got. Starting in the sweaters, I found this little hoodie that's like a knit merino wool, really nice. The front pocket was starting to be ripped off, but I don't mind. I have plans for this. And I got so excited because this really reminds me of this one merino hoodie that I think Tibby has. So I had to grab it. Now this beautiful cashmere 100% V-neck sweater with tags on, like brand new. And I love the idea of a sweater like this layered over literally any neckline top, a little crew neck t-shirt, maybe a collared shirt, even a turtleneck would be really, really sweet. I feel like a big V-neck like this is just a perfect layering piece for this time of year. Another little V-neck sweater. This one was Lily Pulitzer, so you know, a little fancy. In a navy, I liked that it was kind of sheer. Again, just in thinking about layering with V-neck sweaters, the sheerness of this also adds another great element in like layering with the tank top. Now this J. Crew roll neck sweater was so tempting to me because one of my favorite sweaters is an old J. Crew, like natural colored roll neck sweater I have. And I love the color of this. I've been really wanting to get some pink clothes to play with like pops of pink this fall. I think it's just really cute. But it had this weird kind of shaping in the front towards the bottom. And honestly, the knit of it felt like lower quality than the old one I have. I think this is a more modern J. Crew piece. And it was just like the stitching didn't feel as tight and the cotton wasn't as heavy duty. I love the look of this, but the actual feel of it just wasn't quite right. Now this little point sur cropped mock neck sweater, really, really cute, but the texture just got kind of pilly and weird because it was that kind of acrylic blend, but another one that the design was good. Now this is fun because I have been looking for tops that are like simple but still kind of interesting, and so the neckline on this with the 3/4 sleeves and the ruching on the sides, I feel like this could be styled in a very like paloma wool way with an interesting belt and maybe like a kind of fitted trouser or skirt, so I did have to grab it. Then short sleeve t-shirt. This one, silk nylon blend, Lauren Ralph Lauren, new with tags. I love the brown. It was like a silky, slinky knit, which is my absolute favorite. But it was, I think, like a 2XL, so it would be pretty oversized on me, but it's so, so beautiful that I did have to grab it and try it. Now, another really lightweight, beautiful sweater. This one is from J. Crew, and you can see, again, this is kind of like a semi-sheer little sweater. It was said it was 100% cashmere, but felt super, super lightweight. And so being able to play with a super lightweight kind of sheer sweater like this, I feel like is so perfect for this time of year when it's still kind of warm, but you want to feel like fall. And the sheer factor just adds a little bit of interest and a different kind of texture and just opens up more opportunities for layering. Next, this Eileen Fisher long sleeve top, moving into the tops now out of the sweaters. And I was really excited when I found this because the fabric, on camera, it looks kind of like a jersey, but it's much more of like in between a jersey and like a slinky, stretchy kind of fabric. I love this kind of muted blue. I think it's so, so beautiful, and I want to be playing with more colors. So this is a color that will be really easy for me to wear, that I want to reach for. Eileen Fisher has super high quality pieces, and so I did have to grab this. Next, this little waffle knit long sleeve top. It's like almost like 3/4 length sleeves. And the thing that I really liked about it was this bottom hemline was kind of rounded, almost like a baseball tee, which I thought was just really cute. It looked like it would have kind of a baby tee type fit. It was from the brand Architect, and I thought the waffle texture could be kind of fun. Next, this little Zara crop top. Now, I haven't been wearing like super crop tops very much recently, but I love the idea of a long sleeve like this with the turtleneck layered under a button down for this fall. So it doesn't really matter that it's cropped because you get covered by the button down, and this top is like the perfect fit for that. Next, this blue, super slinky, like such a beautiful, beautiful blue. It was a little bit more teal in person than it's showing up on camera. And it was just like that 90s classic slinky fabric, but it did have some marks on the front and on the sleeves. It had a really, really beautiful little vintage tag. The brand was San Francisco, which was cute, and made in USA, which always love. But the fit of it seemed like it was going to be a little too loose in the body and tight in the arms, which is a fit that I just don't love. Now this bodysuit I got so excited about because I was like, this is so cute. It's kind of like a scoop boat neck. The ribbing on the fabric is really interesting. I think it was originally from Aerie, and it still had the tags on, and it had this weird like crisscross, but I was like, you know what? I will just cut out the crisscross and it'll be fine. And then I realized that this was the front of the bodysuit and not the back, because I was so excited about like the high neck scoop back bodysuit moment. It was the piece I didn't realize I wanted, and it turns out that it wasn't that piece. Next, this slinky knit kind of crossover wrap top, 3/4 length sleeves. And I just cannot pass up a slinky knit top. I love that material. I think it just is so beautiful. This is one that I would definitely try to wear probably backwards so the wrap detail was in the back, but you still get that kind of cinched in look, and you have the super high boat neck. But honestly, even with the wrap detail in the front, I'd be into it. Now this top is like, looks like it's part of a cheerleading or like dance uniform or something. But the idea that I had for it is you wear it backwards, so this little tie is in the back like this with the high neck, super cropped, with like a pair of high-waisted vintage 90s pants for New Year's Eve, and it's perfect, adorable. Then this, like, I'm pretty sure it's a modern Gap button up. I love this muted pink. The fabric of this was so, so beautiful. Like this muted pink satin, super, super soft. It reminds me of that one, the Row pink shirt that I'm obsessed with. So I had to grab it because I just love a big button down, and this color was perfect. Next, a vintage Gap find, another black slinky top because I can't resist them. This was in a button down, and I don't love the double like chest pockets, but the thing that really made it so I had to leave this behind was it had this weird like gummy paint on it that seemed like it would not come out in the wash, but otherwise it's super cute. Now another oversized button down that was so beautiful. I loved the detailing along the neckline and the front like buttons area. It's just such a subtle little detail having that like open stitching. It's a perfect button up, but it had crazy makeup stains along the neck, unfortunately. Now, for some reason, this old wet seal little blazer was really speaking to me. The fabric was a perfect neutrals pinstripe fabric, and I just loved the little patch pockets in the front. Like, I've never seen a blazer with patch pockets like that, and I just thought it was so cute. Now this little like classic 90s tan wool little zip up blazer lightweight jacket was so good. I just like love a simple little jacket like this, kind of fitted, worn all the way zipped up for this fall. I think is so, so cute, almost like a top. I love it. Then I saw this little stand collar blazer, and I just love this kind of collar right now. I also loved the little slit chest pocket, and the overall shape of this I thought was fantastic. Unfortunately, it wasn't in my size, so I had to leave it for someone else. Now this little jacket, vintage Old Navy, which I love, I always love, was perfect, except I wish the buttons went all the way up, because again, it has that little stand collar. The fit of this was incredible. I've just been so into a little like fitted blazer moment, and this was almost perfect. Now this wool vest, I have been searching on eBay for boiled wool vests. So similar to this one. If you look at my eBay watch list right now, there's like 7 of the vests just like this in it right now. And it's in this green, again, a way for me to bring some color into my wardrobe. A perfect layering piece for this time of year, like this under a leather jacket, and you're so warm for the rest of fall. Now this blue wool jacket was so, so cute. The shape was perfect. The raglan sleeves, the tone of blue I thought was really, really beautiful, and it had the little collar that I love from London Fog, great brand. So this was just, I had to put in the cart. Now checking out the shoes, these little pumps, they were satin, very 90s, and they had the bungee detail strap, which I really love, it was kind of like woven through the satin. The shape of these was so good. The toe, they were just like the deep brown. Everything about them was just like a perfect fall shoe to me. And then this was the holy grail. These tall, black, square toe boots with a low heel. Literally my dream boot that I've been looking for at the thrift store for years. Next, I saw these brown suede kind of slouchy, thin heel boots, and I feel like we're gonna see so many of these boots this fall. I feel like these are gonna become secretly really trendy. This kind of like mid-height, really slouchy, like around the ankle, but then like fitted through the toe with this slim heel. I just feel like this with skirts this fall is like so chic, so beautiful, and just really fun. When I go into the men's jacket, first thing I see, this beautiful brown suede jacket. It's perfect. Like, this is the jacket of this fall. I feel like a brown suede is everywhere right now, whether it's a blazer or a bomber or like a classic kind of 90s cut like this. They're so good, so easy to wear, and the perfect weight for this time of year. Next, I found this black leather bomber jacket, and I've been looking for an oversized black leather jacket for like a year or two. So this perfectly fit the bill. It didn't have shoulder pads, which is always a challenge for me with men's. Finding an oversized leather jacket without shoulder pads can be tough. So I was so excited when I found this, and I had to grab it. The leather was super soft and it was just perfect. Then I realized that bomber jacket was not the leather jacket of my dreams, because the black leather jacket of my dreams was right here. I love the button front on this, the collar. It reminds me so much of this one leather jacket that I've been seeing all over Pinterest and Instagram. And so that is everything I found at the thrift. So now let's head home and I'll show you what I ended up buying. I'm back from the thrift store and I'm so excited to show you everything I found. I cannot believe all the pieces are on the floor next to me, which is why I keep looking down. I cannot believe the pieces I found. I feel like they were literally taken straight off of my Pinterest, my thrift wish list, just all the things that I've been looking for and thinking about for this fall just showed up at the thrift today. So let me show you everything. I guess first things first, I'll go in the order of how I found them. All right, I had to take my sweater off so that I could clip my little mic on so I can show you everything. Okay, this thrift was so good. I'm so excited. First thing I found was this, or I guess the first thing I found out of the haul. I found a lot of stuff, had to leave a lot of stuff, but it was this blue long sleeve shirt originally from Eileen Fisher. And my plan for this is to essentially cut off all the hems, cut off the neckline, cut off the little hem on the sleeve, and then kind of cut up the seam a little bit so it'll flare out, and then also cut the bottom off so it's a little bit shorter. And I just want this to be like super slouchy, like able to kind of go off the shoulder if I want, and just feel like it has a lot of ease, very casual. And I think the raw edges will help do that, and just like opening up the neckline, opening up the sleeves, making it a little bit shorter. We're just gonna make this perfect. And I love this color blue. Like this is how I'm gonna get into colors for this fall. It's muted, it's kind of like a slate blue. It almost feels like a neutral, so it's super easy to wear. And I am just really excited to cut this up and start wearing it. The next thing I found is this. And so this one is also gonna take like a little bit of work, but it's fine. So it's merino wool, and it's this black hoodie. There's a little hood with the pocket, but the pocket here is starting to come apart, and I don't like how long it is, because this is, I think it's a medium or a large, and so it's longer than where I would want it to be. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this bottom hem, you see here, like the ribbing, and I'm basically just gonna sew this up top where the pocket was. So the whole thing will be shorter, and I'm hoping the length will end up being just about where like a mid-rise pant ends. And then I love the idea of taking this little merino wool hoodie and then layering this like under this leather jacket with the little hood popping out. Like that would be really cute and cool, or like under a big wool coat, I think would be awesome. I just love the little detail of the hood, and it's 100% merino wool, great quality, not itchy. So I'm really excited to like sew this up and get it to be exactly what I want it to be. Then I found this jacket, vintage Patagonia. It was on the rack, like about to be put out. So I was probably the first person to see it, and I'm so excited about it. So it's a red windbreaker, and you all know that I've been obsessed with the red windbreaker from the Rose pre-fall collection. And this is a very different silhouette than that, but the material is really similar, and I actually really love this for all of the kind of details it has. I like that it's a pullover with the half zip, and then it has a big like kangaroo pocket with the little Patagonia patch. But the thing that is so cool about this is, one, it has a little bungee, and I love the idea of like super scrunching the bungee so that it'll be kind of like balloony as a windbreaker, and so it'll feel kind of like more voluminous by having this cinched in at the bottom, and honestly almost give like bubble hem vibes. And then the other thing that is so cool about this is, you might have noticed, it's fleece lined. That's really nice. And it's actually made to be reversible. So it's 2 jackets in one, red windbreaker, but also a blue Patagonia fleece with really cute red details. So inside out or right side out, depending on which way you're wearing it, for the blue fleece, you get little red zip pockets in the front and one little red breast pocket. And it's just so cute. It's so practical. I am just so freaking excited about this jacket. I think it's gonna be just so easy to wear and just like make so much sense. And again, I have been looking for lightweight jackets, and this is a perfect lightweight jacket. And now, maybe the best things from this thrift. Honestly, they're all so good, and they all are like things that I've been looking for. I found this leather jacket that is literally the leather jacket of my dreams. So you saw I have that brown leather jacket. I love that jacket. I've had it for like 4 or 5 years. I got it at a thrift store in California, and it's fantastic. I've been like, oh, I want a black leather jacket, an oversized jacket. Also, because I have these brown trousers, the ones on this side of the hanger, and I've been like, these would look really cool with a black leather jacket. And I know I wanted it to be oversized because my brown one is a little more fitted, very 90s. This one is checking every box. It also reminds me so much of the leather jacket from like Swear. I really need to figure out how to pronounce this brand because I love like everything I see from them. But it's almost the exact same silhouette as the jacket from them. It has this button closure, the classic kind of simple collar, and the silhouette is just like perfect. It's like everything that I could dream of and want. It's so good. Here, I'll try it on just like while we're talking about it, because I just can't even wait to film a try-on clip. It's perfect. I had to roll up the sleeves, but I actually like the way it looks with the kind of quilted lining showing. I think that's cute. The way the shoulders hang isn't too much. It doesn't have shoulder pads, which can be one of the tough things with like vintage men's leather jackets, or finding like an oversized leather jacket. A lot of times they'll have shoulder pads, or the shoulders are set kind of weird, but they are like saggy, like they don't have too much structure, and it's so good, and I love it. And then the last thing are these black boots, which I have been looking for a knee-high, simple black boot with a heel, but not a high heel, like a low heel that's still a heel, and a square toe. For years, I've been looking for the right pair. I found some suede ones that were really sweet, but were too big for me, and were falling apart earlier this year. And these are perfect. I'm so excited about them. They're originally from the brand Naturalizer. They're genuine leather. They feel very 90s, early 2000s to me, and they have this really fun little like Western buckle detail, which just makes them feel, again, a little bit unique, and I like the little hardware. I'm really glad it's silver, because I've been really into like silver jewelry and silver hardware in general recently. The toe, a very 90s kind of angled square toe, and the heel is like the perfect height. And they're comfortable because they're from the brand Naturalizer. The only thing that I would change is the calf is like a little bit too big for me, but I can look past it. They're super comfortable. I'd rather have the calf be too big than too small. And I'm just so excited to have filled this little gap in my wardrobe for the perfect black knee-high boot. They're so chic, and like They have a little unique detail. They're perfect. So that is everything I thrifted. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this and you want to see more, if you want to see the outfits that I'm going to end up styling with these, subscribe because I'll have a video coming out soon of some of my favorite outfits, and I know these pieces are definitely going to be featured. And what else? If you want to see my daily outfits, check me out on Instagram. I try to put them on my stories almost every day. But thank you so much for being here, and I can't wait to see you next time. Bye.